everyone and welcome back to Waverly Reads. I'm back to another readathon vlog. I've not long got out the shower, hence the hair and the general appearance, but I decided very late last night that I'm going to take part in the Zodiacathon. So I sorted out my TBR last night. I'm going to go through my TBR with you now and going to be vlogging. I'm also still going to be weekly vlogging, so I'm going to be doing two different types of vlogs. This may be a bit stressful for me, but we're going to go with it anyway. I can't remember my exact worded challenges, so I'm just kind of going to go through the books and word it how I remember it. Nowhere on Earth for my astronomy related word in the title, Earth. One of my challenges is to buddy reads with someone who has the same sun or star sign as me, and I'm a Leo if you didn't know, and I actually couldn't find anyone this last minute, so I'm going to be reading The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern. It is a big, hefty, chunky book. It's over 600 pages long, but I have read it before. I'm going to leave this one to last, and the reason I picked this one is I'm in a book club and their book at the minute is The Night Circus. I'm assuming someone in there is a Leo. I'm going to be reading this one. I'm going to leave this one to last though because I'm not really in the mood for it, and it is a big chunky book. One of my challenges was something along the lines of me to read a mysterious book, and I didn't know whether this meant read a mystery book or read a book that's just mysterious, so I decided to go with Saga Volume 1 because I know nothing about this. I just know everybody talks about it on BookTube. It's a graphic novel. I will fly through this in like half an hour, get all that sorted and read very quickly, and I picked this one up because I don't know anything about it, so to me it is mysterious. For one of my challenges was a beautiful cover. I went with The Quiet at the End of the World. This could probably also count for the astronomy related word. I don't know if world would count. This one could count for beautiful cover, so if I don't get to one of these it doesn't matter because both of them could possibly count. For a 5-star prediction, I'm going to be reading Hunted by Megan Spooner. I have actually started this. I started it last night. Well, actually I started it on the tram to work yesterday, and then I decided I'm going to be doing this, so I've kind of cheated, kind of not. But this morning I read some more as well, and I'm now on page 101. So I've already made a dent into the TBR. 4 quite thick books and a graphic novel to get through over the next week, and I have a lot of like shifts at work. I have Dodie nights, I have a tattoo on Tuesday, I have quite a lot going on. My girlfriend's nan's birthday on Monday. I just have quite a lot of stuff I also need to get done. But so obviously my first read is going to be my 5-star prediction, which is Hunted by Megan Spooner. I'm probably going to move on to Saga just so I can at least get 2 books read, and then I don't know what my plan is from there. But like I said, I have Dodie tonight. I have a couple hours before I need to leave, so I will do a couple hours more reading, but I'm going to get ready first so I'm not rushing to get ready because I want to look good. Right, so I'm going to get ready first, and then when I need to leave, obviously I'll read on my way travelling down there and get as much reading of this done today as I can. I don't have work tomorrow, so I will definitely, if I don't finish this today, which I am doubtful of, I will definitely finish this tomorrow. Also read and finish this one tomorrow, which will give me 5 days to read these 3 books. And as long as I like really nut down and crack on and focus on reading rather than doing other stuff, I believe I may be able to do it. Getting ready took a lot longer than I thought. It's now about 1 o'clock and I need to leave in about an hour, so I haven't done any more reading yet, but I'm going to now. I have an hour before I need to leave. I'm going to let my power bank charge, get my bag sorted, and then I'm going to sit down and read. I'm wearing my Dodie shirt with a nice skirt and fishnets and knee highs and Converse, and I feel very cute. I've just left now. I'm heading over to Tia and Shakira's house. It's about 1:45. I did originally plan to leave at 2, but plans changed, and now I'm meeting Shakira at their house. I plan to get there for 1:15 so that we can leave for 1:30. I got to page 136 or 7 of Hunted, which means I read about 35 pages. I'm enjoying the book so far, and it's very warm out. My arm hurts because I've tried filming this twice. First time I had my headphones in, so I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to you later with another reading update. So we're now in the queue for Dodie. I'm with Shakira, who is the song. There she is. Got here about 10 minutes ago, 10-15 minutes ago. It's now 10 to 4, as you can see, and I have a reading update. I have a reading update for you. This is my reading vlog. The The traffic is quite high, so we're just going to ignore that. I am on page 197 of Hunted by Megan Spooner, and I just had a bit of a fangirl moment. It was really cute and I really enjoyed it. And obviously it's Beauty and the Beast, like I'm going to end up shipping them. At the minute I don't think I really do all that much, but I will get there. Are you vlogging me vlogging? Okay. Good morning everyone and welcome to day 2 of the, what's this called? Zodiacathon. I have a reading update, quite a big one actually. I sat and read in the line. I'm on page 314 of Hunted, which is chapter 23. I have 59 pages I think I established last night. Bless you, do you want to be the centre of attention anymore?
Yes.
I am very close to finishing this and I plan to finish it in the next couple of hours. I'm meeting Aaron in 2 hours. So I have like an hour to read 59 pages, which I think I can do. Like I'm already dressed. I'm not going to bother with makeup because it's just Aaron. No offence if you're watching this, Aaron. I doubt you are because why would you? But hello. I also just got some book mail. I got a new bullet journal and I got Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too. And I kind of want to like add this into my TBR somewhere, but I don't know how. I mean, alien, does that count as a astrology related word? Maybe. His name's Sun as well, like Johnny Sun, so I totally could, like, bending the rules here, but I could totally do that, right? Could I do that?
I'd say sun more than alien.
Could do that. I could swap Nowhere on Earth for this. Same, about the same size, it's just gonna take me like 5 minutes. I don't know, I will discuss with people. Reading update. Dodie was amazing. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave any of like the vlog clips from Dodie in this because this is just a readathon vlog and I'm having a separate Dodie vlog anyway, so but that's my reading update and it's the second day and I've just finished taking my bookshelfie. Well, Cass took it for me because I did a boomerang and yeah, goodbye. I finished reading Hunted by Megan Spooner, which was my 5-star prediction. Unfortunately it's not a 5-star. I'm not sure why, it just wasn't like amazing. I enjoy it, so I think I'm going to rate it a 4. I feel like 4.5 is a bit too much as well, so it's going to be a 4-star, but to be fair I'm really picky with my 5 stars, like very select few books get 5 stars, but I did really enjoy this. I'm going to do a wrap up portion at the end of this vlog where you'll get more like in-depth thoughts and stuff. But I have 15 minutes before I need to leave. So I think I'm going to start with reading Saga Volume 1. I'm going to brush my hair and get all that sorted before I do, but then I'll sit down and I'll read some of this, probably take it with me on the tram. Who knows? And I am home in the land of my bedroom right now. And I finished, I'm not going to sit that way because you can never see me. And I finished reading Saga Volume 1. The book had the balls to be continued me. Why do graphic novels do this? Just what? Cass were actually about to head out and go to the park to sit under a tree and read because it was really sunny. The sun has gone and it's cloudy out there, which is unfortunate. I'm actually currently talking with someone about getting a different book to buddy read. I messaged the group chat and I was like, are there any Leos here that would like to buddy read something with? I may not have to read The Night Surf because after all, she posted the idea of reading 5 Feet Apart, but I don't have that yet. We're probably going to discuss more later on tonight and I'll talk to her about that. I've also posted the idea of reading this because I'll get through this really quickly. I'm tempted to read it anyway because of the whole sun thing, but I need to message some people that are actually taking part and see what they think to that. Because the next one I'm going to read is The Quiet at the End of the World. I've realised that I've read 2 new books that I need to haul this month. I'm going to probably read this one next because if I can read that one for Sun, then I won't need to read Nowhere on Earth, which I'll still get to at some point because I do still really want to read. But this feels like a lot easier to read, and with the pressure of work coming up, I've got work tomorrow, which is a Friday. I've got work Saturday and Sunday. I've got a night shift, day shift, night shift. I'm off on Tuesday. I'm off on Monday, but that is my girlfriend's nan's birthday, so I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done that day. And Tuesday I have a tattoo, but I'm also not working, and the tattoo won't take that long. It shouldn't like stump my day. I mean, if I can read as much as I did yesterday with the concert, then I can read with the tattoo. We'll see. And then I think I have work Wednesday as well, but I'm pretty sure the readathon ends on Tuesday night. I have 3 books to read in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days, which isn't too bad. I could probably do it, but with work 3 out of 5 of those days, I'm not sure. I have to kind of nut down and be like, do it. I've also got the Dodie vlog I need to edit and actually still film the clip for, and I have my weekly vlog I need to edit, and I have a lot to edit as well, so that's why I would like to count this one as my astronomy related word, because it'll be a lot easier to read, and then I'll only have 2 books to read. One of them will be The Quiet at the End of the World, because that one's my pretty cover, though to be fair any of the books I've chosen could count as a pretty cover, and then whatever we decide to buddy read. So yeah. I messaged the host and I said, would this count as an astronomy related word? It has alien in it, but which I guess is just a gag, but the author name has sun in it. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if it would count since it's not in the title. And she replied and she said, I say it definitely counts. So I can read this book, which means I don't need to read this book, which is sad because I do really like it. But if I decided to read this one, I'd just take out this one because they're both stunning covers. So I guess it's whichever one I want to read after these. It means I could also still read 5 Feet Apart if we decide on that book. But I can read this one now, which makes me happy. So I'm in a bit of a bad mood because my new phone, here it is, won't put my files on my laptop or Castle's laptop. It's saying the device attached to the system is not functioning or something like that, and I have no idea why. There it goes. The device is unreachable even though it is still plugged in. I haven't moved the wire. It still says it's charging, if you can see that. It still says it's charging, still says it's connected. It just won't work, and it's really pissing me off. I'm just on the point of giving up. As of right now, the poll that I put up on my Instagram has everyone's an alien when you're an alien too winning. So I'm going to read that. It's a nice, light-hearted, easy read, and that's probably going to calm me down, and then I'm going to throw my phone and laptop out the window. Okay, so it's been a stressful past 4 hours, but I read and finished Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too whilst I was talking to contact support on Apple and trying to sort things out with them. I think I managed to do it with their help. I'm currently trying to import all of the files onto the editor. I managed to get them all onto my laptop, though there's probably going to be missing footage. This phone had no issues whatsoever. This phone, when I transferred all the ones on from this one, was absolutely fine. I really liked it. It was probably the cutest thing I've read in a very long time. It's so cute. I really liked this. I gave it 5 stars, so maybe this one should have been my 5-star prediction, but I haven't heard back from the person who said they're going to buddy read with me yet, so I think the next book I'm going to read is Quiet at the End of the World for the beautiful cover, and then see what they say later on. If they don't come back and say anything soon, then I'm just gonna have to read the Night Circle. But I finished 3 books so far and I'm very happy about them. 2 of them today, but 2 of them were also graphic novels, but it still counts because you're still reading something. Compared to a graphic novel, this is very, very tiny writing, but it's multi-format by the looks of it. My Waves 05. Bitch, I'm in this book. Good morning and happy day 3 of the Zodiacathon. I almost said booktubeathon. It's the Zodiacathon. I'm currently in the den because I'm about to do the Instagram challenge where you have to make a star out of your books. I think I have an idea in my head. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I'm going to try it anyway. But I wanted to also give you a reading update because I didn't actually update you last night. I got a bit stressed out, didn't do any reading last night, so everything I've read in this book is from today. I was still really stressed out over what happened with the laptop and stuff, so I just didn't. But I started reading The Quiet at the End of the World by Lauren James, and this is also my buddy read now as well. I'm doing it with someone named Kathleen, who's in a bookmark fan club group chat with me. I was like, are there any Leos here who want to do a buddy read with me? And she's a Leo, and we decided to read this one as well. I am now on chapter 10, which is page 103, which means 103 pages today. I still have a fair bit to go in this book. and it is 12:40, so it's not technically morning. My apologies. I leave at about 4:45 to go to work tonight. I have work from 5 till 12 on the tram and on the way home, but that means I only have if it's 1:45, I have about 3 hours before I need to leave, so I don't have a lot of time. But I'm definitely going to nut down and read this after I've done my Instagram challenge. I'm going to get ready for work and I'm going to sit down and read. Hello, are you off?
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
I'll see you later.
See ya.
With what?
Work.
Yeah, sure. I'm probably going to montage today as I just want to focus on reading and doing all of that fun stuff without having to worry about vlogging. I'm probably going to montage on my main vlog as well. It's Friday and I don't think I have other than Dodie. Also, I have 2 hours of footage on my main vlog already and that kind of is stressing me out. I'm going to do my Instagram challenge now, get that out of the way. I hope it works out. I've got an idea in my head and I really hope it works out. And then I don't know what else. I'm just gonna read, pretty much. I'm just gonna read. Everyone, I'm pretty sure we're now on day 4 of the Zodiacathon and I am on my 4th book, so I'm actually on track. I read 246 pages of The Quiet at the End of the World yesterday and I'm actually really enjoying it. I got to work and I was about half an hour early, so I sat down and did some reading there as well, and the end of that chapter had the biggest plot twist, and it hasn't like confirmed the plot twist or anything. Well, it has now that I've read a bit more, but when I got to work it had this little article thing that, because it's in multimedia format, reading some posts that happened at the beginning of the apocalypse, because this is set in a futuristic society, and talking about these baby grow things, and I just had this huge realization and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? It isn't exactly what I thought it was. Well, it is, but like I thought it was, I'm just gonna put it this way, I thought it was a person's child and it's not. That's all I'm gonna say. That's not spoilers. But yeah, it was intense. It is what I thought it was, but not the exact situation. But anyway, I'm on my way to work now and I'm obviously going to do some more reading. I have just under 100 pages left of this book, so what have I read? I've read Hunted Saga. Yeah, everyone's an alien when you're an alien too in this. I have the Night Circus and the thing about Earth. Nowhere on Earth, that's the one. So I'm probably going to read Nowhere on Earth after this. And I can probably chill a bit more as well because I still have 4 days, well, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yeah. 4 days, why did I do it like that? 4 days left of the readathon to read the last book. Still got to finish this one first though, so we'll see. I definitely think I can do it. My TBR has changed. I swapped out Night Circus for Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too. It's all I'll explain it at the end in the wrap up. I took away the Night Circus. My buddy read ended up The Quiet at the End of the World, and I ended up reading Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too for the astronomy related word, because his last name is Nowhere on Earth, which is also an astronomy related word, is now my pretty cover, because The Quiet at the End of the World was my pretty cover, is now my buddy read. I said I would explain it at the end of the vlog, but I explained it anyway. So I'm just at the tram stop. Well, the tram stop's there. Hence the train. Finished work about an hour ago. The trams were delayed and it took a while to get home. On the tram home, I managed to finish The Quiet at the End of the World and I freaking loved this book. I rated it a 5-star on Goodreads and it's somewhere between a 4.5 and a 4.7 star. 4.75 star. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing and I kind of wish there was going to be another one. I wish it was a series. I would read it. Like, I want to see the future of this book. It was stunning and I loved it so much, and there were plot twists and there were things that you didn't expect. There were like, you kind of feel like it's gonna go one specific way, but the way was it gonna go, and it didn't. And the ending of this book is so unique. Like usually with futuristic dystopian sci-fi novels, like everything's okay in the end and it goes the way that it's supposed to. It doesn't have a bad ending. Like it's not a sad ending, but it doesn't go the way you expect it to. It's not like other dystopian novels in that way, and I really enjoyed it, and I think that everyone should go and pick it up. Like I really hope the person I'm buddy reading with really likes this book as well, because it was amazing. Hello everyone and happy Monday. I thought I was doing, it's not even Monday, what the fuck am I saying? Hello everyone and welcome to day 5 of the Zodiacathon. I keep wanting to say booktubeathon. It's like the only week-long readathon I ever actually take part in. As you know, yesterday I finished the Quiet at the End of the World. I love this little setup I put last night. It was so cute. Last night I was supposed to start my next book, but I didn't. We stayed at Cass's nan's till about 8:30, and then we came home, had some dinner, and went to bed. But today I'm going to be starting Nowhere on Earth by Nick Lake. This is about 350 pages long, like 340 pages long, which I think is about the same as The Quiet at the End of the World and Hunted. Hunted was probably a bit bigger, but The Quiet at the End of the World was also very small fonted, and this one isn't. So I know for a fact I can get through through this, as I have worked tonight at 5 till finish, but it's Sunday so we close at 10:30, so I should be home before midnight. Being sick. Definitely be reading on both of my trams. I'm going to read before I go as well. I'm going to quickly get ready. We're having a fry up breakfast even though it's like 1 PM, and that's currently cooking, so I'm going to very quickly get ready. It's 6 minutes past 1. I'm going to very quickly get ready for work, and then I'm going to eat my breakfast, and then I'm going to sit and read until I on the tram, and then I'll read on the tram home, and that'll be all the reading I can possibly get done today. I woke up at 9 and I was like, okay, I need to get up, need to get up, need to get up, and I thought, why am I forcing myself out of bed when I'm tired if I don't have a day shift? So I let myself go back to sleep, and then Cass's mum came in at 11:30. She was like, guys, do you know what time it is? Like, it's really late. And I was like, damn. I'm pretty sure this is the first day in like a few months that I have woken up past 10 o'clock. This is strange because I'm vlogging on a Sunday. Leaving for work now. I managed to read 64 pages of Nowhere on Earth, and I'm so proud of this book because like they actually know like basic survival needs. Let's think about it this way. How many times have you watched a movie where in that movie they've got an open wound and they pour alcohol, like sterilizing alcohol, straight into the wound? To you, it's more often than not, because every time I see it I cringe. Like, you don't pour pure alcohol, sterilizing alcohol into an open wound. Like, going to absolutely kill you. This girl in this book knows this fact, smart, and she also knows how to do a snow blanket. Like, she actually knows her basic survival needs. She knows how to start a fire, and I'm just like, yes, finally someone understands. 64 pages, and I'm now on the way to the tram to go to work. I'm hoping I can read to at least page 100 today. That gives me, what, 36 pages to read there and back. Totally doable. So I just got to work and I'm not early enough to do any reading before I start, but I managed to read to page 121, so pretty much smashed wanting to read to page 100 by the end of the day as I try and ride home as well. But there's been a weird twist to this book that I'm about, so I can't really mention it because it literally says on the back that's all we can tell you, so I don't want to describe anything about this book. But yeah, it's a weird twist and I'm going with it. I don't dislike it. It kind of shocked me. I need to get ready. I need to start work. And I guess I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'll vlog on my way home or anything. We're on day 6! Oh dear, we've got today and tomorrow. It's day 6 of the readathon now. We only have today and tomorrow left, which is very unfortunate, but I am sat here trying to edit my average everyday weekly vlog, and I can't seem to be getting it done. So I'm having to export a completely unedited vlog, which is 2 hours long, which is going to take forever so that I can edit it. I can't deal with this whole shebang I've got going on about me being unable to edit lately. It's really frustrating. I have a reading update in my bio. I can get it out with one hand. Yes, I can. I did it. As you know, I started reading Nowhere on Earth by Nick Lake. And on the tram ride home last night I managed to read to page 181, which is chapter 33 of this, and I have just passed halfway. So while this is going to take forever to save, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to read this. I've got nothing else to do. I've wrapped all of Cass's nan's presents because if you don't know, it's her birthday today and we're having an Alfie Bow day because it's all Alfie Bow themed. So whilst I'm waiting for my vlog to save so that I can actually edit it just to save it again, I'm going to read. Good morning everyone, happy Tuesday. It's the last day of the Zodiacathon now. I'm kind of sad about it, but I'm in the den looking at my bookshelves because I need to pick a last book. So last day I finished reading Nowhere on Earth last night and enjoyed it. It was probably my least favourite of the entire readathon. 0.5 star out of 5. And then rate it a 4-star on Goodreads. I do need a last book though. I need something fairly small if I want to finish it today. I don't want to read something I've already read before, which is the only thing that I'm giving myself. I mean, I don't even need to read one that coincides with challenges really. I could just pick one now because I've done them all. After all of that, I ended up picking a reread anyway, and I went with The Host by Stephanie Meyer. I'm really in the mood for this. I know I said a small book and this is a big ass chunky book. 617 pages. Okay, now I'm skeptical now that I've seen how big this book actually is. And the font is actually really tiny. I may go pick something else. You got to scrap this clip. I'm gonna go pick something else. I can read this afterwards. I cannot do that in a day. Sticking with the reread theme though, I may go for The Hunger Games because that coincides with one of the challenges of reading the book that has a food related word in the title. Maybe Champion. I'm not sure. I haven't read Champion, so maybe Champion. Again, I can read The Hunger Games afterwards. Readathons are not the time for reading books. They're the time for reading new books. I'm gonna go with Champion by Marie Lu. Not even gonna read the back. Actually, I probably should read the back because it's been a while since I read the first two. But I'm gonna read Champion. So I kind of ended up not really reading anything today at all. I feel like because I read my 5 books on my TBR and then I picked one out that I wasn't too in the mood for, I just kind of didn't want to read. I read on the way into town, so I'll give you that reading update because technically it's what I read in this Witchathon, but I said Witchathon, Zodiacathon. I didn't read much at all, and I don't think I'll finish this book. In fact, I know for a fact I won't finish this book because it's 9:10 now, and what I've read is about 30 something pages too. There it is. It's a little Peggy. But since I've got in, I've kind of just had a bit of a bad evening, so I don't really feel all that great. Tomorrow I will come on before work and give you my wrap-up portion, tell you a little bit about what I thought. Obviously I'll leave most of my thoughts for my monthly wrap-up. So to do a little wrap-up, a little overall experience. Started reading Champion by Marie Lu and I got to chapter, these ones do numbers, they don't, page 37. I really didn't read much at all today and it's absolutely fine. I read my 5 books and I'm happy with that. I barely put a dent in this and I don't think I'm going to read this next. In fact, I've just closed it, so apparently that's a sign. But basically I just had a bit of a bad evening. I'm not in the mood for the book that I picked up and it just wasn't a good time. So it's now Wednesday. Zodiacathon is officially over and I'm just here to do a quick wrap up before I end the vlog and put it onto my laptop to edit it. A long one, like an insanely long one. Hello! I send my apologies or welcome if you like really long vlogs. I managed to finish 5 books in the Zodiacathon, which is amazing considering sometimes I can barely read a book a week. First one being Hunted by Megan Spooner. I did already start this before the Zodiacathon, but I was only about 50 pages in, page 65, so I was only that far in anyway and ended up finishing this. I really enjoyed it. This one was for my 5-star prediction, and unfortunately it didn't get a 5-star, it got a 4-star. However, I still really liked it, and I think it was the 5-star prediction that was making me think this isn't worth a 5-star. Enjoyed it. I love the take on the tale. I love that it isn't a classic B&B storytelling, and I just really enjoyed it. Second book I read was Saga Volume 1. This was my mysterious book because it's not really a mystery book, but it's something I knew nothing about, so I classified that as a mysterious book. It's a graphic novel. I read it in like 20 minutes and it was good. The ending, to be continued. Hate it, absolutely hate it. I just sat there for a while like, why? Because now I need to get the next one, that's why. Graphic novels, especially thin ones like this, don't end at the end of the story how like books and series would, how they'll end and then bring a plot twist in to make you get the next one, which is kind of like, the story is still going. I hope you are aware of this. Like, it stopped mid into a story and I was like, no, so I need to get the next one. The third book I finished was Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too by Jomny Sun. This one was for my astronomy related word in the title. Sun, it's not in the title, it's in the author, but I got permission from Kerry, who runs the Zodiacathon, that she thinks it counts, so I think it counts. I read this when I was really stressed out over getting my vlog edited, getting vlog footage onto my laptop, but it's a very quick and easy read. There's probably like maximum of like 50 pages per page, from this page which has a lot of text. Like, this is the page with the most text. I rated this 5-star on Goodreads because it was such a cute little book and it has so many messages about loving yourself no matter what, and I really liked it and I really needed it at the time because I think I rated it a 4.5 star in my wrap up on Instagram. So there's that. Fourth book I finished was The Quiet at the End of the World by Lauren James. This was by far my favourite in this readathon and I rated it a 5-star on Goodreads. It got a 4.5 to 4.75 in my review. I think I put 4.75 on my Instagram. Buddy read. This one was my buddy read. It did start off as my pretty cover because it's stunning. Look at this cover. It ended up being my buddy read and I ended up really enjoying it. It made my favourite shelf. I think if it hasn't, it should. And I wish I could get more from the story, but the story is over. Like, you can tell the story is knit tight, no loose strings, there's no need for a sequel. I just want one. But I could always just reread this again, and I'm pretty sure I will in the future. And the last book I read was Nowhere on Earth by Nick Lake, and this was, I think, my least favourite of the entire readathon. There was nothing wrong with it. I rated it a 3.5 and a 4-star on Goodreads. Enjoy it. It was cute. It just wasn't what I was expecting from reading the blurb. You can't really get much from the blurb anyway. It's a lot more sci-fi than I realised. No, looking at this cover you wouldn't really think. I mean, maybe, but it's more like 2 kids lost in a forest. It was going to be like a mystery contemporary, and it wasn't. It was definitely more sci-fi. It was cool, like I enjoyed it, I just wasn't expecting it, so I think I knocked off a few marks. Good, and I really enjoyed it. I just didn't enjoy it as much as the rest, so about 3.5. So those are all the books that I managed to read in this readathon. I know you already know this from watching the actual vlog, but I wanted to give in this. I haven't given too many thoughts because I want to leave that for the end of the month wrap up, which is going to be dangerous. I think this is like 12 books I've read, maybe 13 now, so, and we still have until Sunday and I read another book in that time. I say like a really long one on purpose because I still want to read those. I still really want to read that new game, so I may read one of those next instead of continuing with Champion. But that's the end of this readathon vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be doing more readathons like this in the future. Obviously we've got the Booktubeathon, even though it's been renamed, I'm still going to call it the Booktubeathon, coming up as well sometime around June-ish. And then you've always got mine and Shakira's Reading with the Seasons. I love taking part in readathons. They're like some of my favourite things to do. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this vlog a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I post a normal booktube video, not really like this, every single Thursday, and a new weekly reading vlog, which is more like this, every single Monday on my vlogging channel, which is in the description down below, so go subscribe to that as well. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next week with a regular booktube video. Bye.